Hello everybody, this is Norm from Two Guys Farming. How you doing? We are back on Sosnovka, the rusty map, I like to call it. There is certainly no shortage of rust. This place is kind of depressing if you look at it really closely. I haven't even been everywhere on this map. I've only been the places that you've seen in this farming series. But today I think we're going to have some time to drive around a little bit. So as you can see, I am in the mighty Z-Tour Major, and I call it the mighty Tour Major because, well, I'll show you. He is going to pull this Pottinger, which isn't remarkable. However, the fact that he's able to drive around with this grass cutter in the front is amazing. I think it's certainly operating at the limit of its capabilities. It's not so bad right now. Actually doing about 25 miles an hour, which is decent. But once we drop that front mower, and you can see it's really pulling, then things really slow down. But if you saw the last video, we were able, I'll show you, we were able to get up to about 8 miles an hour. So, you know, it's not awful. So basically, it's a very slow start, as you can see. It takes some time to get up to speed, but once he does, he's okay. Now, as long as I don't make any drastic turns, it's okay. See, like just little short turns like this are alright. Now, if you caught the last episode, you know why we're using this. If you haven't, I'll fill you in. We've got no money. We borrowed some money to pick up. Now this might be a little dodgy right here, getting over these bumps. They're pretty bumpy. There's a lot of curbs. We'll just take a look real quick while we're waiting for traffic to pass. There's a lot of curbs, and as you can see, you know, they're kind of steep and edgy. So he's had some difficulties getting past these, so I'm trying to actually, yeah, see, I was afraid of that. Let's back up a little bit. Let's just kind of see if that helps. Get a little more power to the engine. I'll wait for this car to go by and let's see if we can maybe drive, build up a little momentum. And we actually, whoa, we can see the wheels. We want to try and go right. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. Okay. So, as you can see, there's a lot of cut grass. Basically, what I've been doing is just driving around. Excuse me. So don't worry, he'll get there. So what I've been doing is just been driving around, cutting grass, and filling. Come on, mighty. This is actually a little slower. There he goes. Yeah, once he builds up a little speed, then he's alright. We may have been on a little hill there. Yeah, so now he's going downhill, so smooth sailing. So you can see right off in the distance there, the bunker, the chaff bunker. I've been driving around, filling that thing up, so I've got about 200,000 plus liters in there. So I think, although that's not a ton, I think that will be a good amount. Now I'm going to try and take this turn. and head back. I think that's a decent amount to turn into silage. And then what we're gonna do, yes, I already did all up here. Let me go over here. Actually, I thought I did over here. I guess I didn't. I did some of it. So we're gonna probably cover this chaff bunker and let it ferment, and then we will sell off that silage to buy hopefully another field, or, well, yeah, I think another field is our next step, because right now we just have the 2 that you get when you start the game. We have 14 and 19. They're both sowed and cultivated and fertilized, and we're growing I believe wheat or barley, one of those there now. So it's slow going. You don't start off with a lot of money. As you can see, we don't have a lot left. I'm just going to turn back. Come on. Yeah, see if he hits a bump. Yeah, so it's slow going on this map. You don't start with a lot of money. You don't start with a lot of fields, only 2, and they're small fields. So I think our plan so far, if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, the first one we focused on harvesting what we had and cultivating, fertilizing, and seeding. And then I've been pretty much just cutting grass and collecting. So this hasn't been the most ideal, but it's actually worked better than I thought. So, like I said, this may be the last load of chaff, and then we'll head to the bunker, we'll drop it off, we'll cover the bunker, and then we'll wait for that to ferment and create silage. And then we're going to need a front loader to obviously scoop up the silage and drop into the BGA. So I think to do that, we're going to have to sell off however as much stuff as we need to be able to buy a front loader and a bucket for it. So we've got 22,000 wheat liters. Oh, I guess about 12,000 from the first harvest. It started with about 8,200 liters. So we'll just, I haven't really done the math. I'm hoping we're going to have enough. Actually, why don't we do that now? Let's take a look at... Let's go back and let's see what I have for mods. Oh, well, that was easy. None. Wow. No mods. Okay. Now I could get... Yeah, but this is... I was going to say I could get... excuse me. Tractor with a front loader, but... Now this Deutz Fahr comes with a front loader, so that would be 71,000, and yeah, some of these cases do as well, but obviously too much money. Ooh, 69 and a front loader. So 69 for the front loader, another 5,000. So call it 75, 76, 77 if I go that route, or 85, 86, call it 87. Interesting. So it might be actually better to get the mod. Now, let me just focus on getting this guy started up again. Yeah, so that's basically our plan. I'm going to fill this up. We're at 64%. We're going to drop it in that chaff bunker there. And then we'll let that ferment, turn into silage. And then while that's happening, we're going to sell off our grains to get upwards of about 80,000. I don't know if that's going to be realistic or not. So that we can then buy the front loader in the bucket and then start dropping the silage into the BGA. And then we're making some good money, enough money so that we'll be able to hopefully, all said and done, buy another field. And I think that is probably going to be our strategy. Most times when you start a new map, you start with more than just 2 small fields. So obviously with this one, you only start with the 2. So we have 2 tractors, we have 1 combine. We have enough equipment right now to be able to work at least a few fields. So I think that is our strategy. I'm always open to ideas and suggestions, so if you guys have any, I'd love to hear it. And I think that's what makes this map a little bit different. Certainly it's visually it's a great looking map, and it's really interesting. Like off in the distance, if you look up there, like I don't even know what, I've never been up there. Like literally I've only been in the places around 14, 19 and the biogas plant. I haven't, and the store, that's it. So I haven't really been anywhere else. So I guess that's a I don't know what that is. This is a transport company, that one there that I'm looking at. But this one here, there's something there, but I don't know if it's functional. I think it might just be just a model. And then there's another one over there. That one looks like another one, or a gas station, petroleum plant, not sure. I don't think it's a sell point or anything like that. But it is really interesting looking, and I do want to get up there at some point to check it out. So we'll do a little of that this map. Start back up again. And we're 90%, so yeah, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing going. Come on, mighty easy tour. Let's go. Running out. I've been cutting grass. As you can see, there's not a lot left. There is, you know, but they're further away. Excuse me. So I started off pretty close to the VGA, and I've been working my way out. And with this, you know, when I get far away, it takes a while to get back. So I'm just going to kind of do these little scraps here. And then, whoop. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Come on. Totally killed my momentum. Alright, here we go. Come on. Alright. Guess I'm gonna go maybe this way. It kind of takes us closer to the BGA. We're 97, so we should be filling up here real soon. Yeah, 99. Alright. So let's shut everything off and let's head to the BGA. The other thing is just compressing, compacting the chaff Oh man, I lost count how many times I had to drive back and forth. So what I've been doing is, before I drop this chaff, I'll drive back and forth with the trailer filled, just so it'll give me some more weight to help with the compression. This curve can be a little dodgy. Yep, see? Yep, come on. Oh, there you go. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna actually drop off the mower because I can't get up it's getting pretty steep now, the chaff. So there we go. Alright, so we got 286,000. So I mean, that's decent. I mean, this thing's only 30% filled, so obviously you can hold a lot more. But it's taken me a long time to get this much. So I think, you know, with this will bring it a little over 30,000, or sorry, 300,000 liters of chaff. So I'm gonna just kind of compress it. Whoop. And then this is the other thing. Sometimes if I go too far, I can't back up. So we gotta be careful of that. So I've been working on my first mod review, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. Kind of looking forward to that. I'm going to try and do it a little bit different than other people. So I've been talking to a bunch of people and just kind of getting ideas from them, what they would like to see and how they would like it presented. So yeah, it's going to be a little different. I hope it'll be good. I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you have any insights on, you know, oh, might have gone too far. No, okay. If you have any insights on what you'd like to see in a mod review, feel free to let me know. Alright, so we're 100% compacted, so now we're just gonna head to the back here and start dropping our chaff like so. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good. I'll try not to go down so I can. Alright. So, yeah, so it's just 307,000 liters. So, that's a decent amount. Once this ferments and turns into silage, there's our buckets, the Fliegel buckets right there for the BGA. Then, you know, we'll make some decent money off of that. Certainly enough so to buy, hopefully, 2 decent, or maybe 1 bigger field. That's the name of the game. So we can try and get a little more self-sufficient on the farming aspect of it. So 97. Okay, so there's 100. So we're good. We're gonna blanket the silo. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. All right. That's pretty good. Yeah, you know, we got about 307,000 liters of chaff in there, which once fermented will give us enough silage to hopefully buy a decent piece of land. Or at least that's the plan. I mean, we've got other options. We could use that money to buy a more respectable grass cutter and larger tractor. We could definitely do that. We could, you know, buy some animals. I definitely want to get into that aspect of it. But I don't know if, let's see, can we, yeah, I think we can go right down this way. Boy, this is such a low headroom. Yeah, we can buy a tractor. Actually, that might be an option. We buy one of those tractors, obviously depending on how much we're able to collect in cash. We buy a tractor that is also a front loader. So the tractor we can use for cutting and collecting grass to make more silage. And then we also have another tractor that we can use for fields and whatnot. Where are we going? Straight here? Yeah. This is kind of a nice little area. Kind of a little riverbed there. Nice. Oh. Look at this old rickety bridge. Oh boy. Yep, we're gonna make it. Surprised it doesn't creak when you go over. Okay. So let's drop off. And yeah, I mean that's the other thing about this map. You don't really have too much shelter, sheds, nothing. So let me I guess I'll put the trailer. Well, actually what I'll do is let me so I don't know if I can even drive this. Can I? I can. Alright. Oh. Or can I? I'm trying to drop this in that little... But yeah, I don't think... yeah. When I try and elevate the mower, it's... yeah, that's what happens. So... let's, we can just do this. No problem. Extra step, but no biggie. So I'll just use the trailer as a counterweight. And this should get me up this little curve. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just throw this here. And then I'm going to put the forage wagon in, because we'll only be using these together, so I won't be blocking that in per se. Alright, put the old Euro boss in here. Okay. Yeah, so not a ton of space. We've got this over here, which is like a mechanic's garage, which is cool. I guess we could put some equipment in here, right? It's just a little... I guess we just gotta be careful about that little trench there. That I guess the mechanics are able to get underneath. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we can put tractors in here, so that's decent. Okay, so that's not decent. Let's do this. Let's head back to the shop because I left my front weight there. So let me go grab that. Yeah, I left that there when I bought and picked up the forage wagon and front mower. So I don't want to forget that. And then what we'll do is we'll just drive around a little bit. Like down there, that looks pretty cool. There's a factory over there. Haven't been over there. This is another grain elevator there. And also, oh, it looks like possibly a round and square build sell point. Yeah, so there's all kinds of neat stuff around here. Okay, there's our weight. Let's see, why don't we hit the village grain elevator, the sawmill, and the bakery, and then we'll call it an episode. I've been trying to shorten these up. I know they're too long. I'm still learning how to use the editing software, so bear with me. Once I kind of get the handle on that, I'll be able to edit these down. So, is this a sell point? I'm wondering if it is. I think it might be. So here's where you drop off the grain, and then there, or just down below there, is where you pick it up. Okay, and of course lots of rust. And then down here, I guess I'm just gonna, that's an interesting, no idea what that is. Oh, that's the sawmill, okay. So why don't we drive, I'm just gonna cut across the grass. So this is presumably, oh, let's hit the little question mark. Yeah, so I'm guessing we just back in here and that's the sell point. If you want to sell wood, simply drop it into the mill pond. Oh. Straight and long pieces get you more money than short and bent ones. Okay. So, interesting. So this is where we're going to drop some wood. I've never actually dropped wood in a pond before, so that's kind of cool. And where do we want to go now? We want to go, I guess, up in this direction. You know what? Let's take a little drive. I want to see how much this field 5 costs. Oh. Wow. That's not much. 44,000 for, I mean, it's definitely a small field, but that's a lot less than I thought it would be. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's check out this one. This one's a little, probably about twice the size of 5. So I'm guessing, you know, maybe 90,000. Let's see. 68 for 2.2. The other one was 1.7. Okay. Huh. Well, this is definitely good news. The fields are not very expensive. let's check out this one. One more field we're going to look at. 11. This is really good news, actually, because now, let's see. Yeah, 94 for 3.9. You know, that raises a good point. Let's just real quick check out the store and see what the prices are. Canola, yeah, so these are pretty kinda, well, silage 1600, yeah. Corn 472, canola 1000. So these are pretty standard prices, it appears. A lot of sell points, which is awesome. Well, that is really good because the price per ton is what it normally would be. However, it appears that the fields are much more inexpensive, which is great because obviously now we're going to be able... Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that's the only thing about this map that I can really, kind of complain about. They're really, like these curbs, even these curbs right here to our left, I mean, there's no joke. There's a egg cell point. And this looks like a little kind of little village area. Okay. Pretty depressing if you ask me, but and then this looks like the edge of the map. Yep. So we're gonna turn around. Okay. Whoa, buddy, what's up? Wow, I mean, I'm pretty sure I had the right of way there. Wow, just turned right in front of me. Luckily, it doesn't look like there's any damage. Although it's hard to tell with all this dirt. The mighty Zetor Major. We might have to promote the Major to a Lieutenant Colonel because he's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty, pushing that front mower around and pulling that tractor at the same time. Alright, so let's pull down here. And there's our farm just across. Alright, so thanks again, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And in the next episode, we'll be a lot closer to that silage fermenting or chaff fermenting. So we'll go ahead and start selling that off. And but before we do that, we will sell some grains and hopefully get, I think, around $90,000 to go ahead and buy maybe that small Deutz and a front loader to be able to scoop the silage into the BJA. So great, awesome. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing videos every day, so if you like them and enjoy them, feel free to hit the subscribe to get those on a regular basis. And definitely, if you like the videos, let me know. Feedback is appreciated with a like, or even if you don't like it, hit the dislike button as well, and encourage people to leave comments. So I've said it before, this isn't really my channel. I don't look at it that way, but it's really something that I want to create a channel for the farming community. So Thanks again, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.